Nice.
are my top 5 of the year, I think.
Very cool.
Sweet.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of Pastrami Nation's Brick Therapy. I'm Kevin, and joining me today is Jason. What's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. And of course, Mr. Christian Nacorda. How you doing today, sir?
It's that meme right now with all the math going on. You know, that's my situation. I'm just trying to make sure if I'm happy with my selection for the day. You guys will see what we're talking about.
No, you're good. What's up, Jason? Jason Bean, nice to see you. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for checking out the show.
What's up, Bean? How you doing?
Yeah, as usual, this is the podcast where we talk all things nerdy. We talk toys, we talk action figures, we talk Lego, we talk all kinds of stuff. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe wherever you're watching this, wherever you're listening to this. It really helps us out. And also share with your friends. Tell all of your friends about it. That would be awesome. We would really appreciate that.
Can I bring up something really off and weird at the top of this that's just been kind of on my mind today?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to derail. Kevin, what weird? Okay,
fine, please.
Just like, I think this is a really common thing that we all deal with. Maybe half of the population more than the other, but I think it's a thing that we don't talk about. Shaking hands, right? Really common thing that we all have to do.
Yeah.
When you meet a person for the first time and you extend a hand, which hand do you extend?
My right hand.
Yeah, the dominant hand, right? Yeah.
So if you were left-handed, would that be any different?
No, that's your good hand.
Well, I mean, but if you're left-handed though, then yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I don't know. I think the right is just like the traditional one, unfortunately, just because, it's the dominant hand for most people. I think
as a left-handed person, I still think if you extend your right hand, it's just common.
Yeah.
Right. So like, I don't think it's a dominant hand thing. I think it's a left or right thing. And I think it's the right hand.
Right. No, exactly. I think it's the right hand just because it's like traditionally the dominant hand, right, for most people.
So I was talking to my friend today. I'm left-handed, by the way. So I always extend my right hand. There's a whole reason I'm talking about this. Anyway, I was talking to my friend, and I'm not afraid that he's listening to this. In fact, Matthew, if you're listening to this, on Thursday when I see you, I will give you $100 if you tell me that you're listening to this right now. He's also left-handed, and he told me that he always shakes with his left hand. And I was like, he was like shocked that I shake hands with my right hand. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about, dude? He was like, but you're left-handed. I'm like, but I'm a human being. Like, what are you talking about, dude? He's like, well, I'm left-handed. And I'm like, well, why are you putting that on everybody that you meet? I didn't talk about this, but it's like, because he was like, yeah, it's confusing for some people. And I'm like, yeah, because they're probably also human beings who have always shaken hands with their right hand. So people are probably like, oh, okay, we're doing that weird thing. Like, I am strange. I do things writing with my right hand, but I do many other things with my left hand. Yeah, that's common.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, it's just been on my mind, and then because I also saw this thing about like the tradition of like we take off our hat when we come indoors, which is funny because we're all sitting indoors right now. Right. But I was watching this thing and they couldn't really find the origin of like why we take off our hats, why men are supposed to take off their hats when they step indoors. But it was always considered like impolite to keep your hat on indoors, which is, I don't know. Anyway.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Well, I was going to say, I do think that like, when you go to meet somebody, I stand up when I shake somebody's hand. Like,
yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome to Pastrami Nation's etiquette hour, where we talk about the weird in this world we don't know why. That's actually a good podcast. I think we should talk about that later on.
Jason Bean drafted his fantasy football team with his left hand.
Is that what's going on?
So on today's show, guys, we're going to be talking about action figures. We're going to talk about some of our favorite things that came out this year. So I'm not a huge toy collector, unfortunately, so I don't really have a lot to add to the conversation today, but there will be cool things that I will be talking about and stuff like that. These guys love that stuff. They live for that stuff. And so they're going to be, carrying the bulk of the show. So I hope you guys are ready to carry it on your shoulders and show the people what's up. I do want to show off a couple things, though, real quick before we get started. Eli was really, really excited. He can't make it to this show tonight. He was really excited to show this guy off. We got this
Sweet.
Grievous.
Dude, which Grievous is that?
The Lego piece? Is it the...
Yeah, this is Lego. This is
Wow.
Grievous. My wife's friend from work, she was kind of going through her kid's stuff, and her kid was just like apparently playing video games, and she asked, "Do you want all this stuff anymore?" And he's like, "No, you could give it away." So she like packed it all in boxes and like gave them to Cassie. So we got this guy out of it, which pretty dang cool. It's pretty
That
big.
is really
Huge.
cool.
This thing's massive. But yeah, Eli wanted me to show that off. And
That's badass.
yeah, something I'm also very excited for that I wanted to show off real quick is this guy right here.
Yes, there it is.
Sweet.
Challenger
Beautiful.
Space Shuttle. Discovery, sorry. I keep on saying Challenger. I don't know why. Challenger's so sad. I don't even want to think about it, but that's what happened. So yeah, this guy's really cool. You can actually display it a couple different ways, but I really like this way the best because it just kind of shows
Yeah.
That chrome really pops.
Yeah. The chrome really pops. All of these were stickers. All of these were stickers.
Are those silver bricks though on that inner Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. They're all like silver, like shinier bricks.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's some gray, but generally it's pretty like it has a pretty cool shine to it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can display them separately, which I have no idea where I'm going to put this guy right now. Right now, he's just chilling on my desk.
I love that it comes with that stand. Like, what a beautiful display.
Yeah, the stand is perfect, and this whole thing is just it comes with the cool little name.
Yeah,
nice.
That's what it should.
Right.
Where are you displaying it?
Right now, it's just on my desk.
Yeah.
It hasn't launched yet.
Yeah. But eventually, I don't know. I'm thinking about doing a whole like kind of reevaluation of my room here, mainly that side that nobody can see because it's a clutter and it's a mess. But as soon as I get that figured out, I'll put some more shelves there and have some more display room and stuff like that.
So you're kind of cramped for space on that wall back there.
Yeah, this whole wall is pretty much full as it is right now. I mean, I'm finding little areas here and there that I could put stuff. I also have this shelf right here. It's kind of like, has a Google and stuff.
Nice.
But then look at this clutter. There's a bunch of clutter. Nobody wants to see all that though, so I'm not going to show it. But
I know. You know what? Wait, hold on. We should reveal the other side. Jason, what's on the other side of your camera? Because I don't think we've ever seen the other side.
You don't want to see that right now.
You know what? Okay,
I'm redoing this whole room, so like my action figures are in boxes and like it's a nightmare.
Wait, I have my Kobe jersey standing there, some hot
Sweet.
Toys. There's a bunch of stuff up there. I have more stuff. There's one of my figures of the year, but I think that's unfair because it's $400. But
Hot Toys.
I think it still counts. Jason Bean said, yeah, Grievous is huge. It's really big. And all the NASA Lego, yeah. And so you get the moon lander one.
Yeah.
But they're gorgeous. And this
just makes a cool collection to see all of them together too, I bet.
Oh, it does. Absolutely. Yeah. And this set was really, really fun to build. I really took my time with it. I was like,
yeah, you did.
to end. But it was totally worth it. And $200, it's not a bad set. I'd say you get a good value for the money. You get basically two, you get the Hubble telescope and the shuttle. And it has a lot of really cool details inside, like the cockpit and stuff like that. So while you're building it, there's a lot of cool stuff. And the wheels actually, like there's a little thing you pull on the back and the wheels pop down and you can actually do it that way or like retract them or whatever. Yeah, it's really cool. It's a really, really cool set. So I highly, highly recommend that one. It's kind of harder to find too. Now I'm seeing it more. Specifically with the holidays coming up and stuff now, like they're stocking it now. But throughout the year, it was kind of hard to find.
And it's just under $200, right?
It's $199.99. Yeah, $199.99. Really cool set. Yeah, I think it's totally worth it for that price. Yeah, I think it's amazing. It's a really, really cool set. So, yeah. So you guys ready to talk about some toys? Talk about some of your favorite things that happened. That some of your favorite toys that came out this year and stuff. Go ahead and just get started talking about cool stuff. Let's talk.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll take the lead. This has been a really good year, I think, for collectors of all kinds. It's been kind of a weird place, but I just feel like for some reason 2023, despite what this year might have been for you guys personally, a lot of people like this has not been the best year, but for collectors on this side of the spectrum, magnifique. So many very amazing toys. So many small companies dropping some amazing pieces that's been really cool. Some heavy stuff from the heavy hitters. The things. A lot of my list is surprising. But what are we gonna do? Like top 5 or like just standouts? What do you want?
Oh,
How do
it's
you
not
want to
going to
do
be
this?
like, yeah, it's not like going to be like a formal list. You can talk about 5 things if you want. Totally
Right.
cool. Just talk
So
kind of some of the standouts this year that you
it's
guys.
hard to stand things against each other. And here's the thing, I'm stalling because first of all, if you watch this show or you know Jason and I, you know what number 1 is.
Oh yeah.
But like, and that's across the board. But the yeah, there's just been some like fantastic stuff that has dropped lately this year. I'll start off by just showing one figure that this is representing a line of figures. This is also a line, a toy company that's new to figures. They've been around for a minute, but they've been doing diecast stuff like car stuff. Enter Street Fighter by Jada Toys. Holy crap! Holy crap! I've spent the entire year trying to find where the hell I buried my SH Figure Art Street Fighters, all of my soda figures. I couldn't find them. I found them like last week because I wanted to have a good comparison of the Ryus. Still, like a $20 figure that you can get at Target, $25 figure stands up against a Japanese import like SH Figure Arts beautifully. If anything, too, I feel like this is like better on model sculpting too.
It is.
Jada Toys. If I had Fei Long is in the garage, but Fei Long is like a beautiful figure. I finally got Chun Li too. I'm 100% all in on this line. Jada Toys. Also, they're like how they deal with their customers, like all of the stuff with SDCC, just wonderfully done. I can't congratulate them on an awesome year. I can't wait to see what they do next year.
Did you go to LA Comic Con?
I did not, and I'd love to hear more because I'm sure
We talked to Mike over there, who's their head marketing guy, and he was telling us that they have the license currently as far as Street Fighter goes for that Street Fighter 2 roster, the Super Street Fighter 2. And he's like, we want to get the complete roster out, which we're moving right along. So, because I asked him like Balrog, and he's like, oh yeah, we can't do the other 3 kings and not have the 4th one. Yeah. And he's like, if you guys are Capcom fans, I can't say anything, but you're going to be happy. And I was like, Capcom fighting game fans? And he's like, you're going to be happy. I said,
hey,
Darkstalkers? And he's like, yeah, trust me, you'll be happy with this one. And oh my God.
So
it's such a cool company, you know?
Oh, so speaking of toys real quick, Jason, I have to know, what toy did you get with your adult Happy Meal today?
Oh, I got the one with the frosty hair.
Oh, cool.
Like the ice hair and the little glasses.
Nice. Very cool. I meant to ask you. I totally forgot.
Dude, those things are badass. Like, I guess Kerwin Frost is an artist who designed those.
Yeah.
Well, he did some Fry Guy clogs that went on sale today, I guess, on his website. They sold out in like minutes. I'm like, damn, I would have bought those. It's a clog that looks like the fucking French fry guy of the 80s.
Cool. I saw those. Just real quick. Pablo, what's up, man? Thank you for joining us. We really, really appreciate you showing up.
Yes.
So, Jason, what's a pick for you?
Ooh, pick. Well, definitely Jada was great. Christian hit the nail on the head with that one. I think we both agree on one. I'm going to kind of save that one for further out because it's the one that won. But there's been some other like Creative Beast, the dinosaur David Silva, who does Creative Beast of the Mesozoic. They have been just knocking it out the park. Like I picked up this guy. Like look at this thing. I mean, articulated dinosaur figures with real get it better. It's hard to get him in one shot.
How far we've come. It's so gorgeous.
God. Yeah, and it comes with interchangeable feet. You know, it has the ones with the hole in the feet for the base, but you also get like a claw, like if he's picking up prey, or I mean, look at that. Like you can do full 360s with this thing. It's like,
oh, I love it.
And there's so many different, like this is just the Tyrannosaur series. Like he did a whole Ceratopsian series, which was all the different species of like Triceratop, 3-horn kind of, which those were my favorite until the Tyrannosaurs came out. And he started off with Velociraptors, but you're getting like high quality, like they're blowing Mattel and any of the Jurassic, because the Jurassic Park stuff's cool, but only like if you're getting like Hammond collection or like the cool articulated ones. But if you want cool articulated, like these are the guys for you. I mean, I got another one here. Just look at that paint job. I mean, my God.
Yeah. God, it's beautiful.
And everyone has its own different kind of like paint scheme. I have the big T-Rex that's like it's way I couldn't show that in the shot. It's so big. He did that as a tribute to the remember the Dino Riders from the 80s?
Yes.
Yeah,
He did it
absolutely.
in the paint scheme of that T-Rex. So
That's awesome. I just started following the Dino Riders, their official Instagram page. They have like a museum page or something, which is really cool.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. God, what a beautiful piece.
That's really
There are also other companies that are releasing dinosaur figures. I also have a dinosaur on my list. This was not on my list. This kind of wasn't even really on my radar, but recently, um, there's two figures that dropped. If you're a kid in the '90s like I was, then you're probably a
oh,
dinosaur
yeah.
fan too. Especially if this dinosaur, his name is Earl
Yes.
Sinclair. Oh my God!
I
Oh
need
my
that.
God! This figure, the engineering on this figure, like the execution on this figure, the paint job on this figure, the articulation on this is just astounding. I It's a weird show. Like nobody remembers the
Oh,
show. It's
fantastic show.
it's like beepers. Like I was like, oh yeah, I remember those things. It's but like for me, this was really iconic. I remember when I was a kid, I used to draw them all over and over and over again. I loved the designs. Even rewatching them now, I can still kind of appreciate
I'm the
that.
baby, gotta love me.
Yeah, that '90s humor. Oh my God. But beautifully done. Two like very well done head sculpts. I wish I could get you guys a better shot of this. I wish my camera was better, but like, man, NECA, like this is exactly like what NECA does best is like creature stuff like this. Obviously with the turtle stuff and like all the predator stuff. I also recently got the feral predator from Prey. I think is my new favorite Predator movie. That didn't make my list. There are a couple of things wrong with it, like the mechanics of how some of the weapons didn't work the way I like it. Earl made it though, so Earl. Yeah, I'm still looking for Baby Sinclair. Can't find him anywhere. Nowhere to
I
be
haven't
found.
found either of them.
I got lucky. I found a Target that put it out too early, and I just was lucky to be there. So.
I walked up one time just to see some asshole with like he didn't have any they didn't have the dinosaurs, but he had like 3 of the Thanksgiving guy and 3 of the RoboCop was it Murphy, the one that's all shot up?
Yeah,
I'm like,
I've never even seen that one. See,
no,
like,
I saw it in that guy's basket and that was it, you know.
Wait, which one? The Thanksgiving guy?
Oh, the Pilgrim from Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving movie.
There's
There's a NECA Ultimate Edition of them.
yeah,
What?
Yeah,
yeah, it's really cool.
nothing like seeing it in somebody else's basket.
I know.
That's
That
cool.
sucks.
I hadn't seen that. Oh, that's crazy. Cool. Jason, what else you got?
There's a company called I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, X-Ray Studios or Ezra. It's XES-Ray Studios. They did those combatants figures like the gladiators and stuff.
Yes.
12 scale ones will. I have a few of those, like some of the gladiators and the Spartans. Super good weapons and articulations. Well, they did an exclusive at LA Comic Con, which I was lucky enough to snag, which is this guy here.
Oh my God.
This guy is
That's
just
cool.
massive. Like, for such a big figure, like the articulation is just like, and you could switch out the feet with like I put the hoof rhino feet. He has
Yeah,
like also like
that's
a
awesome.
set of human looking, and he's massive. Like this is freaking him and Storm Shadow. Just to show you.
God, they're massive. That thing
Yeah,
is
he's like a monster, and his articulation. He's got like the double shoulder joints, like that you would get on some of the more like premium figure arts and stuff. Like some of the poses I've put him in for being such a huge figure, and the interchangeable hands and whatnot. They were selling them for $70 there at the show.
This is the beauty of capitalism, because like the things that these huge companies won't do that they so easily could do and have the resources to do, it takes the balls of a small company to like put this level of quality like that. That's so beautiful, dude.
Oh, dude, they had some orcs over there because they do like fantasy kind of fits kind of in with the Mythic Legion stuff.
Awesome. Yeah.
My brother picked up like the big green orc guy, and I'd never seen so many cool accessories, and they're all like removable, interchangeable.
Man.
And just for being such big figures, usually that you're sacrificing articulation, not these. Like some of the poses I put this thing in, I'm like, wow.
That's so cool. That's a beautiful piece. Okay. Before my next one, I want to show another collectible thing, but just an honorable mention. It's not an action figure. If you grew up in the 90s and you were a shoe collector, this might be something on your radar. Okay, just for the record, I never owned the shoe. I always wanted the shoe since I was a kid. Like 10 years ago, there was the store in Buena Park that had it in a glass case, and I used to drive down there just to look at the shoes in a glass case. They just released this weekend, and they sold out in an hour, but I was lucky enough to get myself a pair, so I finally am the owner of the Jordan 11s,
No.
the Concords. I got them, and I love. So like these are like the Gratitudes. They're like patent leather, or they're like tumbled leather instead of like the nylon, which is way prettier. I think I'll either wear them if I ever get married or at my funeral. So that'll be the next time you see me wear those. But anyway, this is what I wanted to show. My number one Marvel Legend of the year, Spiral. So not like the biggest character. If you're an X-Men fan, you know. If you're a Mojoverse fan, you know. But $20, $25 at Target. Dude, we're like, I think we're kind of getting to the point now where Hasbro is giving us like equivalent to SH Figuarts 4 years ago, right? Like with what they're doing with the accessories, they're doing like, you know what I mean? Weapons packs, they're doing hands, alternate heads, you know what I mean? The printing that they're doing on the heads now, the articulation that we're getting from them. If you were to show me this, like in 2018, I would have been like, oh man, is that a Mafex figure? You know what I mean? So I get it. Like everybody sleeps on Hasbro. I get that everybody sleeps on the Legends because they're peg warmers. They sit there. But there have been some absolutely like fire excellent Marvel Legends. I can't even go down. The Bucky cap is one of the prettiest. It's just, hold on. It's like, just look how shiny this is. It's so pretty.
That is really pretty. I
just
want to kiss it. So yeah, there's a lot, but a Spiral, another honorable mention for me is the Daredevil Elektra. This is just a gorgeous
That's
figure.
badass.
But Spiral, if I had to have one figure for like my Marvel Legend of the Year, it's Spiral, hands down.
Nice.
Intended.
Hands, all 6 of them.
All 6, yeah.
Dude, Marvel Legends, even with their bigger figures, like that Blob figure, I'm sure you got that one.
Yeah, he's there. Yeah,
like a big fat guy figure, and that they made him the coolest possible way. Like, I mean, there was that other Blob, if you remember the Build-A-Figure one.
Mm-hmm.
You look at that one nowadays, and you're like, that's kind of like grotesque as opposed to looking at this.
Yeah, this Blob is badass. Like the proportions are awesome. The head sculpts are incredible. Like they have a soft rubber on his belly. It's just same with the Mojo too. It also has like a soft like rubber or softer plastic on the belly. Like really, really well done. Yeah, Hasbro's just slowly like kind of just keeping up, chugging along. You know, so I'm not a fan of everything that they do, but they've got some heavy hitters this year. So good job, Hasbro.
Oh my God, yes.
Cool. Jason, you got another one?
Let's see. What do I got? Oh, yeah. There we go. I've noticed in my collecting just a surge of wrestling figures this year. Like I think I've gotten more wrestling figures this year than I have probably since I was like a kid or whatever buying those ones, you know, just because the elites and the ultimate editions just have really stepped up the likenesses and you get all those extra hits. I mean, look at Razor Ramon here.
Yes.
Hey, yo.
Yes. Nice post.
Bad guy. Complete with Intercontinental title.
That's so good.
It's just, yeah, I find myself sometimes running to that wrestling section first. You know? When new stuff.
Yeah, I know. This is the one that stays on the desk is my Andre.
Yes.
The giant. But right now, also on my desk, I got that Raw ring. The Attitude Era ring. I haven't opened it yet, but now I got these guys to go with it. So I've got the Rock and I got my Stone Cold.
Those are the ultimate ones, huh?
Yeah, the ultimate ones. So I don't know how old the Stone Cold is. I just found one at a Target randomly.
Well, they re-released him. He was like a previous release.
Okay, that's what
him and that Ultimate Warrior with the
jacket.
Jacket, yeah, those they
made
fan favorite ones.
Oh,
I was hoping
that's
they'd do
why.
the other Ultimate Warrior that has the two belts from when he beat Hogan, you know?
Yeah, I have the second one, not the one in the middle, Ultimate Warrior. But yeah, I want the one with the two belts too.
I want them to do Legion of Doom. Like, just give us LOD already.
Oh man, yeah, seriously. Man, yeah, the wrestling figures are so much fun, and that's super nostalgic for me too, because like back in the 80s and 90s, man, like wrestling figures were a big part of my collection too. Um, so yeah, I would say as a kid it was Turtles, wrestling figures, GI Joe's, He-Man, um, and then the superhero stuff. Like those were like the big ones.
Oh yeah,
So,
I had Transformers if I could afford them, but
oh yeah,
usually
Transformers.
we couldn't, so it was GoBots or like He-Mans and
Right.
wrestlers and stuff.
Should we go to number one? Are we gonna do it?
Well, I see Kevin's got something there.
Just before, I just want to mention one of my favorite Lego sets that released this year.
Yes.
I didn't get action figures or anything, but I did get some decent Legos, some cool Lego sets. Obviously, I got that Space Shuttle, but that came out a couple years ago. But this is one of my favorite ones that came out this year.
Oh,
Nice.
Jones
Dun, 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 dun,
set.
dun, dun.
Fitting, because it was the last, we got to see, the send off to Indy this year with
That's a beautiful set too.
it's so good.
yeah, really cool set. Has some cool functionality too. Like you can actually get the ball literally rolling, which is pretty cool.
I can hear him saying, "We've got company," like on the ride.
You got this guy swinging.
You're on your own.
Yep.
Let's see if it's going to do it. There you go. Lights up. The thing goes
nice.
down and the thing falls. Comes with a bunch of minifigures as well.
Such a cool piece.
Really, really cool set. Again, not sure where I'm going to put it. Just kind of been hanging out for now. But I think that's like, I don't think, I mean, I got the oh, this guy's cool too, just real quick. If I could bring this guy down real quick.
I do have an honorable mention, I guess I should say before I say the number one.
Guy,
yes.
Sweet.
Set, which is really cool. It comes with the VHS tape of the Little Mermaid.
That VHS is so clever too. The way they use the windows.
Yeah.
Some of the reels in there, which is pretty cool. This is the set's just a really cool display piece, really.
Yeah, that looks gorgeous, like on a regular bookshelf, because it fits right in.
Yeah, you just put it out and do its thing, and you're good to go. But yeah, those are the two things I just kind of want to bring up real quick. But yeah, you guys, please.
Honorable mention is just because I've had this on pre-order for so goddamn long.
Yes.
So it's very cool to have this in hand, and
oh, that thing is amazing.
Yes, and it lights up and everything. I can't even get to the. There's a switch under there somewhere, and the lights turn on, and it's really cool. It's way too much fun. I've got April driving, and Michelangelo is live tweeting.
Sweet.
Or he's on IG live on his turtle communicator. I usually have Raph on the roof, and he's fighting Mousers, but I didn't put it on. And then I have Donnie in the back because he's the nerd on the computer. But yeah, that's my honorable mention. And I think we can say it at the same time, Jason, what our number one pick of the year is.
Before we do that, I see Jason Bean says, I really love the Dark Source Jiang Hu figures from Joy Toy. Funny that he mentioned that, because I got another honorable mention that I've started dipping into. I dipped into the Joy Toy Warhammer figures. Like, I don't have a clue about how the game works or whatever, but I mean,
that's
look at that figure. Like,
it's so nice.
And the articulation, and there's so many different ones they have of the Space Marines. Like,
wait, are those? Is that a mini?
It's a 1/18 scale.
Oh wow, crazy!
Yeah, it's fully articulated weapons, interchangeable hands. And then there's different factions. I guess there's blue ones, there's yellow ones, white ones. Just search Joy Toy Warhammer 40K, and I'm like, wow, I've been missing out. So I tried one. I always try one first, and yeah, I definitely got a few more on the way. But so cool. Another little honorable mention, and another thing for my wallet to hate me for.
Now, I gotta say, there's a lot of reasons why my number one is number one for me. Um, and a lot of it has to do also with just the journey of like getting my hands on it. It felt so fun hunting these down. It was like be we've been collecting for a long time, and sometimes like the hunt is like a big part of the collecting, you know what I mean? And then just like the adrenaline of like going from one target to the next, feeling a step behind, thinking you're a step ahead. It's the Mirage Ninja Turtles NECA 4-pack.
Yeah.
Right? Like hands down. I know that they're re-releasing them, so if you weren't able to get your hands on them the first go around, you're gonna get a chance the next time. But this is just I can't even looking at this, it's mesmerizing looking at this through the screen. Like I love this so much on all level. For Turtle fans, even if you didn't read the comics, like this is like you've got to have this in your collection. You know what I mean? Just represented too. And just done so well. So lovingly. I cleared out an entire shelf, and now I have a brand new shelf just for the Mirage line. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. It doesn't even matter because now it's the Mirage Turtles on that shelf.
I'm all in on Mirage,
Yeah, out like 100%.
Mirage and Ronin, the last Ronin line.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I guess here, like, let me see if I can turn on the light, and then you can kind of see up there that shelf with the light on is all the comic line.
Crazy. That's so cool.
There. So it's the comic line and the Ronin line. We talked about this before, dude. I had the original, the old, the original Turtles, right, from NECA, and I sadly gave them away.
Oh man.
I hope that kid. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. You know.
You don't want to know where that turtle's head's at right now.
Nope. Kid didn't deserve it. I'm just kidding.
I'm
just kidding, Draven. You did. Yeah, you have it
somewhere.
You still have it. That's good. But yeah, Jason, would you like to add?
Same thing. Like those turtles, like that turtle set, because NECA in general, basically, I think won the action figure war this year. Mainly
again.
The Ninja Turtle line is what it was the grand slam for them. Just when you saw all that stuff last year, you're thinking, how do they top themselves? And then they just show us more, But the turtle hunt for the turtle 4-pack, like I had went with my brother to Lancaster because there's like 4 targets in like drivable radius of each other, Lancaster, Palmdale. And we go to one because it shows them in stock online, whatever. And then the guy goes to the back. And he comes back and tells me, oh, yeah, we don't have those. We never got them in. And which I kind of didn't buy his story. Oh, this store has them here. So then, and this one too. And then the 2 stores I went to, they actually checked. And then they showed me, no, look, we don't have them. But that store over there has them. And they both pointed me to the same store. So we went back because we saw at the one Target, there was this guy and his kids, and they were waiting for, I knew they were waiting for something. And then I see that he's like telling his kids, do you see a Target worker? Because we couldn't find one anywhere at that one. And I just happened to see his phone, and he had it zoomed. And it was that barcode with the last 4 digits of that Turtle 4-pack. I'm like, oh, shit, this guy's asking for the same thing as me. So I had to find a Target worker before him. And then I saw some in the back. So I just kind of walked in there and go, excuse me. And the girl just, oh, yeah. She helps me out and looks because I wanted her to like bring me those right there. So he didn't see them, And she's like, oh, no, we don't have these. But this store over here has 6 of them. The same store. So we're like, crap. I told Nolan, well, that guy was buying stuff too. So we got at least a good 10-minute head start on him if we head back. So my brother floors it over there. We get to that Target. And then some young kid, I ask him, and he's like, oh, yeah, these let me go check the back. I'm pretty sure I saw it. And then he goes back there, and then all of a sudden, like, he's taking a while. I see him come out. He's talking to that guy that I had talked to earlier. I'm like, damn it. And he comes out and goes, oh, yeah, we don't have them. The box must have got stolen or something, and they just didn't adjust the on-hands. So I'm like, nah, that guy's hooking somebody else up, the other guy, because it was the same one. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And then the very next day, Nolan goes to Target in his spare and just happens to ask the guy, and he's like, yeah, sure, let me go check.
God.
Brings out 2 of them.
Oh, man.
And Nolan's like, I got 2. Can you get over? I was like, done. I drove over there.
It was, I think I'd like to know, right? Because I feel like I'm on some kind of, I went to 9 Targets in one day. 9 targets in one
Oh,
day.
wow.
I think that's a record for a toy hunt. Anyway, yeah, I all through Orange County, man. Orange County here. I was ready to go to LA, and then I just had to call it a night because there's just the hours. It was fun, but then like I think this is also something like we should have a day talking about like the addiction of collecting, because there's something that forced us to go to Lancaster and hunt down at a bunch of targets, for me to go to 9 different targets, for people to camp out for sneakers for hours, for if not days. You know what I mean? Like that chasing the dragon, because like after I got the pack, I wasn't done. Like there was still that adrenaline. Like I went to another target, I already got it, and then I see it and I'm like, fuck, I can't just leave it there. Like I gotta buy that one too. You know what I mean? And I committed the ultimate collector sin when I bought more than one.
I've done that before.
Yeah, it's just I tried so hard to get it. Now that it's available, I can't just leave it. So I'm like,
No, it's like you want to get your money's worth out of your time.
yeah. And then I think I've made it my whole life's goal of like not collecting for value. Like I collect the things that I like.
Right,
So
exactly.
I won't collect to resell. I won't collect. But if I really, really like something, I'll buy 2. Like if I really, really like something, I'll store one, because just to have one like fucking pristine and like no, I don't even intend on reselling it. I just to like I can look back in 30 years and be like, look at this shit.
Well, that looks so nice in the box too that
Yeah, be like, check this out, American pickers. Look what I got. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what it is, and I think that's kind of like a weird thing that's like very specific to our generation, which is I don't know. Anyway,
I think we learned from seeing all those. When we were kids, we opened everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like somewhat of a like certain figures still in the package go for like buku Flanagan, you see that as like, oh, I should keep one in the package,
Yeah.
But maybe down the line this will be worth something for the grandkids or something.
Yeah, and again, for me, it's just I can't. I'm sure we all have stuff that we've iced over the collection, over the years, and then like, there's stuff that I still have on box that were like from like the 2000s. I have like the Mezco Hellboy comic figures on box. I have Abe and Hellboy on box still. And those have been sitting for almost 20 years now. So those are a pretty good penny now. But again, it's not why I do it, because I love it.
You do it because you want it. Yeah. Same
exactly.
here. Like you want the figure, and it's like, it brings back that nostalgia of toys.
Jason says when I collect something, I start emailing any contacts of the company that I can. I don't do it in an annoying way, but I ask legitimate questions and I go into normal convo with them. Make friends with them, eventually getting good at it. That's smart. I was talking about these Jordans to my friend last week, and they were like, how much does it cost? And I was telling them how much it cost. They're like, well, I hope you shine that pretty penny for them when you hand over the money. And I'm like, are you giving me a hard time about something that I love, like that I find passionate?
Yeah.
I think it's really funny when people like try to make me feel shitty that I spend money on things that I like. I think it's more, and then I realize, because I'm not mad about it, I think it's just you're just jealous because you can't spend the money on the things that I spend my money on.
Oh, they do that to me all the time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So it's just like I don't have kids. I'm single. I make good money. I work fucking hard for my money. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the things that I spend my money on, and you're not gonna make me feel bad about it. If it makes me happy, then cool. And if you don't like it, you can go kiss my fucking ass. Yes, I signed that penny up real nice, and I'm happy for what I got in return. So there you go. That's been sitting on my mind too.
I'm getting a lot of those. Must be nice, Must be nice.
It is. Oh, it is.
For a while, I was posting pictures of new shoes I bought like every week just to screw with one person in particular that was making those comments on Facebook. And then she had the nerve to sit there and tell me one time, she worked with me, and she had the nerve to say, I see you go to Vegas a lot. Must be nice. I go, well, it is. I worked. I earned it. Well, see, that's kind of not responsible. I was like, well, I'm not gambling away my life savings. She's like, well, see, I had my first kid when I was 15, so I had to learn responsibility. I go, whoa, wait a minute.
What does that have to do with you?
I'm the irresponsible one. She shut up and got out of the break room.
It's like I mean I get it, and I get it's hard to see people do things that, like, especially when it's like you wish you could do things like, because there's a lot of things that I would say too, but it's just
Oh,
But it's
same.
not like we're rubbing it in their face, you know. It's
I'm
like,
not rubbing it in anybody's face.
no,
I'm like, just
they
don't
sparked the
try to make me feel
conversation.
bad. Like,
No,
Yeah,
like, I see people and like stuff like doing things that like I wish I can do, but I
yeah,
would never be like, oh, it must be nice to be able to
yeah,
go to like Disneyland every day or something. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
I
like,
wish I could go to Disneyland every
oh
day,
yeah,
but
I mean, like
yeah,
you see these vloggers and stuff, and you're like, dang, that'd be a nice life. You know, you wish you could do it, but like they're doing it, right? Like that's their life. They did
they've
it.
earned it.
yeah,
They earned it. So it's like the
exactly.
thing has always been, you want this too, like work to get it. Like
Yeah,
Also, shout out to all the Disney vloggers out there.
100%.
All of you guys do like huge fans. We all individually kind of watch you guys anyway. So just or was it? Did I say half baked? It's not half baked.
There's Fresh Bake,
Fresh
there's
baked, Ordinary Adventures,
Ordinary
Adam
Adventures, I love
Blue,
Famous Club,
yeah,
all kinds of
um,
stuff like that.
they're
Justin.
living
I
the
got your
dream.
hat sitting up
Oh, yeah,
there. Justin Scott, I love you, buddy.
Yeah, if you ever want to come
Big
on the
fan.
show, come on, bring it.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's hang out.
absolutely.
Yeah, no, you'll love that. But yeah, guys, let us know, if you guys are watching or listening, what your favorite, action figures, Lego, whatever collectibles you guys got this year. Let us know what your favorite was. Let us know what your favorite is this year.
Do you guys want to talk movies? Do we want to talk top 3 movies of the year, or you want to save that
We're
for
gonna
the
do
next
that.
one?
We're gonna do that on a different podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to give a little shout out to Mythic Legions, Four Horsemen Studios.
Yes.
I'm so excited. They're going to be at Designer Con this weekend. So
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping they show that bear in person. Like they showed it at Legions Con. Christian, you've seen the bear, right? Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Oh
take
my
my
God.
money. But I'm in one of the groups called Mythic Legions Cabal on Facebook, and there's a lot of guys that do customized, like they do their own. And one guy customized a horse and a king, and the horse he did in colors like as a tribute to the carousel at Disneyland, and it was totally badass. And he sculpted the little rose on the top, how the horses on that ride have. It was like the coolest action figure I'd seen, and that kind of like sparked me into wanting to. I was already dabbling in the custom with making that nails figure for WWE, so I just decided, screw it, I'm going to go full in on customizing Mythic Legions again, and I'm working on this guy right now. This is a dwarf, but I bought, like, there's guys that sell aftermarket. They create their own.
That is so bad.
That's an aftermarket. It's supposed to be a dwarf miner kind of.
Yeah, it totally reads like it. It's exactly, dude. That's so cool.
Yeah, and they do it so it'll fit. Like you can take the head off of your dwarf figure, and like all the pegs will fit and match up. It'll tell you which figures it works on. So now I just got to paint this guy in the color scheme that I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be another tribute figure, but
it has like the dwarven Skyrim vibe to the armor, but also the Battlestar Galactica helmet design kind of.
yes.
I think that is awesome. That is a cool piece, man.
Oh man, I can't wait to paint it. Like painting custom figures I used to do a lot of custom McFarlane Sport Picks when those were a big thing. And I actually sold those because there was, like, if there was a player that they didn't make one of, some of these diehard Steeler fans and Dallas fans would buy it because they want to have like every player on their team. And I learned how to do that. Where like the painting part was easy. It's the numbers on the jerseys. What you would do is I would do on Illustrator, do all the numbers and stuff, and then print them on that decal paper for like model cars, the water slide decals, so it slides right off. It looks like it's painted on.
Yeah.
I think the best one I did was a Brett Kiesel on the Steelers. This is that guy that had the big old beard and that like curly mustache. Oh, yeah. And I had to sculpt all that onto like a Brian Urlacher figure, and then just because he was in the running linebacker pose, and then it looked. I mean. I sucked at taking pictures back then. I didn't have a camera phone, so I wish I had pictures of all my customs. I remember I did a Randy Moss on the Patriots, and I saw it on eBay. Some lady was selling it. I'm like, that's the one I sold somebody else. It was when
that's
they had
crazy.
The season, but I was just glad like that somebody thought my custom was so cool that like, and I just painting stuff like that, doing customs is fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's like a meditate. I think that's the thing. I collect a lot of different things, like a lot of different and like weird. Like I love collecting. Like this is I've literally never talk about this, but like one of the things that I love collecting is like playing cards. Like I'm like really
Nice.
obsessive about this. But I think the common thing about everything that I collect is like artistry, right? Like the craftsmanship, like the beauty of like the design. Like I love good design. Like I'll appreciate a well ergonomically designed pair of scissors. Like I can really appreciate that.
I've seen some
Um,
nice staple removers out there.
yeah, or even like just some like really clean stitching on a hat, like little things like that. I think there's art in everything. And people work hard, and I think I can appreciate that. So
Yeah,
I
no,
see Blanco goes to Walgreens for custom playing cards. Sweet.
no, there you go. Jason, being out of each paycheck, I set aside a percentage that I call play money. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Set aside your little play money, still be responsible, and you can still be responsible by doing that, by buying stuff that you enjoy. And that's awesome. That's really cool. Anthony Blanco, yo, what's up? You're late. You're late, man.
Party.
All right, it's cool. It's cool. You're forgiven. No, we appreciate you all checking out the show. You appreciate you all interacting with us and stuff like that. Yeah. So Christian, it kind of led into that a little bit, but next week, I think it's going to be next week or the week after, we're going to be doing a top kind of our favorite things of the year. We're going to be doing like top 5 movies, TV shows, comics, books, things like that. So we'll be doing that. So keep an eye out for that. That's always a really, really fun one. So been some really cool movies this year. I don't want to reveal what my top 5 are yet, but some really, really good stuff that I'm really, really excited to talk about a little bit more.
It's definitely Fast X for me. Spoiler alert.
Fast X.
So, that and Black Adam. Was that this year? Or was that
last year?
No, that was last
year. Oh, sorry.
Still
funny.
Hey, have you guys seen Killers of the Flower Moon yet?
I have not. I've not seen Killers of the Flower Moon.
I haven't either, but
yeah.
I did watch the Monk's Last Case movie. That was pretty good.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Mr. Monk's Last Case.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Cool. Nice. So don't forget, guys, December 20th at 2 p.m. at Apollo Burgers in Victorville, California, doing a toy giveaway. Pastrami Nation will be doing a toy giveaway, first come, first serve. They're not divided by gender or anything like that. So come on out or go on out there and join them for a really, really fun time.
There's more action figures than anything in the mix. So.
Well, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, so definitely go check that out. Like I said, Wednesday, December 20th at 2 p.m. So yeah, go on out and check it out. Also, if you guys happen to be on pastramination.com, I got to interview a gentleman, Jason Michael Paul, who is he's a concert producer, and he's doing a video game symphony that's going to be traveling the country coming up. It actually starts here in Portland, Oregon in January.
Oh, sweet.
Going to a few other places as well. Then it's going to like Mexico. This thing's going international. Thing's got a full 70-piece orchestra. It just looks incredible. He's super, super nice guy, super awesome guy. Go check out the interview. Me and Eli were able to do that. That was a lot of fun. Really, really solid guy. So, and I think y'all will enjoy it. We talk a lot about video games and nerdy stuff, and he really is the real deal. He loves video games, and we talked a lot about Assassin's Creed. I think a lot more than I should have. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So definitely go check that out. I think that's it. Otherwise, join us every Tuesday night for the live stream. And there's also an audio version that releases a week later. Find that wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Also, check out My Public Life as an American Nerd, which comes out weekly. It comes out every Wednesday. We have a new episode coming out tomorrow, as a matter of fact, which was a lot of fun to do. Jason, where can they find you on the internet?
Well, MySpace is down right now, so
is it?
It's been down for a long time.
Yes?
Oh,
yeah. What was I doing?
Anthony Blanco, my dude, is shuffling with one hand.
It's just a cut. It's just a cut. I learned this when I was a kid. I got this from David Blaine. It's the with a one-handed cut. It's so badass looking.
It does look good.
I can do more than that, but it's fun.
And Christian, where can they find you?
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I guess it's back. Christian Nacorda, let's draw.
Yeah, absolutely. Find me in all those places too. Kevin Hoskinson or Kevin_Hoskinson at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, all that fun stuff, TikTok, whole kinds of cool places. Yeah, guys. Well, thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for checking out the show. Remember, like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Tell all your friends about us. We really, really appreciate that. That's the best way to help us as a show. And go check out pastrami.nation.com. You can find them also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, wherever you find your favorite. We're on social media. We're everywhere on social media. So
Yes.
go find everything. All right, you guys. Well, thank you guys for checking out the show. We will see you guys next week. Have a good night. We'll see you all later.
Take care, guys. Thank you.